Hi Camp Directors, this is Bill from Camps Rock. I hope you guys are having a great week this week. This video is to show 2 points. One is registering in Camps Rock. Very simple process that takes just minutes. And the other one is entering a camp. And I'm not going to enter the whole camp. I'm just going to go through the fields very quickly and show you some ins and outs of some of the fields that you're going to enter. So let's begin. Here's Camps Rock's search page. We want to go to Camps Rock or Camp Directors login. And then if you haven't registered, we're going to go to register. Click on register, and this is the registration page. It just takes a few minutes to fill this page out. Most is self-explanatory. So first name, last name, email. The email you want to have generic. So info at your camp or marketing at your camp or something like that. This is going to be your ID for Camps Rock. So if you want some email here that's not going to change year after year. Then, of course, your password, you want to enter your organization name here, and this address will be the address of your organization name. So it's not, it might be the same as your camps, but it might not be. The organization might have a different location. That's what you want to put here. This contact person here, you want to be the contact for the organization. The email address we don't give out. This is for us. And then down here, the CAPTCHA code, if you can read it. And then terms of use, and you click on I agree and you register. And that's it. Simple page, takes just a few minutes to do. First thing we're going to do is log in. So come to Camp Directors login, click on that. We're going to log into Rudy's account. Rudy is our standard poodle. You can see Rudy has 3 different camps. 2 of them are published that parents can see, 1 is not. So we're going to go in and edit one of the camps that are the camp that's not published. And first tab, you see a lot of tabs here that we're going to enter. We're going to go through each of the tabs and just highlight some of the data that you can enter. So camp name, you want this name to be unique, a unique name. So if you have 3 camps or 5 camps, you don't want the camp name to be the same. So maybe if basketball, you would want a shooting camp or a scoring camp or a playmaking camp, something like that, and you put that in the camp name. The description would have 300 characters for the free camp entry in Camps Rock. So 300 characters is about 3 well-worded sentences, and that's what you want to put here. And this is what parents will search when they enter on the search screen. It'll search this description. And so you want to make sure you describe your camps well in the 300 characters. The camp homepage, you want to put an URL here that points to this camp or points to your summary page for all of your camps. That's what you want to enter here. And then open and close registration. So in location, now when I click on a different theme, the camp is automatically saved. When I click next here, the camp is automatically saved. So as you go through these tabs, you're saving your camp each time. So I'll make a comment about that here in the later tab. So anyway, location. You want to enter the location of this specific camp. This location that I have right here says you have an unverified address. That means Google can't find you. This is a problem. We have to have this address so Google can find it, because Camps Rock calculates the distance between a parent's home or work or whatever the parent enters in and the camp address to come up with this distance. So we need this to be correct. So let me click on the address. I'll click on this top one and this one right here. And now it says Google Maps found you. You have a verified address. That is what you want. So we're going to click next. We're going to themes. With the free, you get 2 themes and sub-themes. They're self-explanatory. You're just describing your camp. Criteria. So here's gender, min grade, max grade, min age, max age. These are all, they're not mandatory, but if you have an age limit or a grade limit, you want to enter them here. So amenities, lunch, if it's provided, you can describe here, extended care, special needs. So here is a list of special kids and what you can handle in your camp. And you want to mark all these because this is something that a parent would search for. And you want to make sure that your camp, if it can handle these special kids, that you want to mark that down. So, and then here's some description if you want to put it in there. So pricing. So there are multiple different pricings you can enter. So this is, let's see here, we're going to go here, And you've got these different pricings, and then you can just enter your price, and this price right here depicts which price shows up on your search results list. If you want any discounts, you can put discounts in here too. So dates and times. We're going to start with camp type. The overnight camp and the virtual camp, when you pick these camps, if it is a virtual and if it is an overnight camp, when a parent searches on this, the distance will go unlimited. In other words, they're searching all across the U.S. for the overnight camps and all across the U.S. for the virtual camps. So that's really important. So if your camp is overnight or virtual, you want to make sure you pick the right one here. A half-day camp would be 3 or 4 hour camps, maybe from 9 to 12 or 1 to 4, and then the full-day camp is basically all day. So this is a camp that a parent could put their child in your camp while they're at work. So and that's something where like extended care is important too, when we talked about that before. So you want to make sure that you mark the camp type correct. Start and stop times. So if it's all day, you just put it in there. If it's half day, you can actually enter 9 to 12 and then 1 to 3 or 4 or something like that on half day. So you can put multiple times in there. Days of the week, you want to put the days of the week. Now start and end date. You can enter more start and end dates, but the common problem sometimes with this is a camp organization will enter the start date in early June and the end date in late August. And what ends up happening if you just have one date range is once the start date passes, Camps Rock will then say this camp has already started, and some things will, the searches won't return quite right, because what you want to do is if your camp runs multiple weeks throughout the summer, let's say it runs 5 weeks, you want to enter the Monday and the Friday for each of the weeks as it goes. So the start dates, if this date passes, this won't have passed, and these won't have passed. So they can enter, they can search and your camps will come up in that way. I hope that's clear. Okay, contact person. This is actually filled in with the person that you entered on the registration page. But what you want to put here is you want to put the person that is the contact for this specific camp. It might be the same person for all your camps, but it might be different people. So you want to put the person that they would call. This email will not ever be displayed to the parent, but they could call you and talk to you specifically about this camp. So here, logos and photos. So logos and photos are available in the upgrade packages, the gold or the advertisers. But when you come in here and you click on the free package and say save camp, a little box pops up that says your camp was saved successfully. In some browsers, this box does not pop up. And this is where I wanted to make sure that you remember that whenever you click a different tab or whenever you click the next button, your camp is being saved. So when you come out here, right here, everything is saved. So if I go edit and I come up here and I say this is camp 2, and I go out and say next, when I come back here, you'll see that camp 2 is right there. So it saves it every time. So real quick on this final thing, we are offering a $29 a month gold package, which is an amazing deal. So you could advertise, you could market your camp all across the U.S., your virtual and overnight camps for $29 a month, which is amazing, or your neighborhood camp for $20 a month. It's a great price to market. And here's what you get. If you click on this is what comes up. And basically, this screen will tell you all about the what you get for $29 a month. And this is a view of an upgraded camp. So you can get, this is a cover photo, which you can put on the top of your camp. This is your logo. So this will be your logo. And then an important part that I want to mention is this is an unlimited description. So you can enter, your camp counselors, your coaches, what you do at your camp, keywords, leadership and things like that at your camp, so that parents will actually, when they enter the search string at the start on the search page, it will search this. So that's an awesome thing. And then you got some great pictures down here. This camp is offered multiple weeks, as you can see, and that is pretty much set. So what I want to do is go back to list, And then once we have this camp done, we can say publish, and it'll say published, and it'll be published. So now all 3 of these camps are viewable by parents. And if you ever want to edit again, just click edit and it says unpublished, and then you go back to the edit, and when you come back here, you'll see that it's not published now. So if you want to add a 4th camp, you can go add camps right there in that button. Now, an important thing I want to tell you about this is the copy from. So if you have 4, 3, 5 camps or whatever, and they're all really close to each other, but they're different, you can actually pick a camp that you copy from and you say yes, and it'll copy all the details from that camp over here. Now remember, on camp name, it's really important. It'll say the same name, but it'll say copy. So you want to make sure that you remove the copy and go camp 3. So and then you make any changes you want on any of these fields, and you go back to list, and there it is, camp 3 right here, and it's not published, and you can publish it. So that's it. If you have any questions at all, you can email me at bill@campsrock.com. We'd love to have your camps in our directory, and that's it. So please let me know if you have questions, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you.